What's up YouTube, Jay Trevelyan here, and today I want to talk about Best Buy doing another GPU drop in their store, which will be tomorrow, August 26th, 2021. So the last time they did this was about a month ago, back in July. They did an in-store GPU drop, and I was able to get my hands on a list of a rough estimate of what each store will have in stock and what stores will be having it. Now this is a select number of stores, and I will put these websites that I'm using in the description below so that you can check them out. But this came out from PC Gamer about 3 hours ago from me making this video, and pretty much just saying that they're going to have a huge stock update and drop in their store with 3080s, 3090s, and 3080 Ti's. Now, if you ask me, 3080 Ti isn't a very sought after GPU. It's kind of, from a gaming standpoint, not really worth the money, and from a mining standpoint, not really great at it. But we'll go over my picks of what I think I would personally buy if I were able to attend this drop. But unfortunately, I will not be there. I will be working at the time at my normal day job, so I won't be able to go to Best Buy to pick up a GPU. But this is from Best Buy's website announcing the official drop, and you can select your state and location, and it should tell you if they're going to have the drop or not. But I'll have also a list in a minute. We'll go over it. But as you can see, how to get a graphics card on 26 at the store. Now, I know a lot of stores don't really condone camping too much, but I think that if you're not there by at least 3 or 4 a.m. waiting, you are not going to get your hands on a 3080 at all. They're probably going to sell the quickest because that is like your best bang for buck card, and most people are looking for that GPU. It's very, very rare. But you know, here I have the price list of what they're going to have. Now it's going to be all Founders Edition cards. There's going to be no AIB cards. So when they did this drop last time, they did the same thing. Only Founders Edition. So you have your 3090 obviously being your most expensive at $14.99. The 3080 Ti at $11.99.99. 3080 or 3070 Ti at $599.99. Your 3070 at $499.99. 3060 Ti $399.99, and then your 3080 at $699.99. Now, my picks, if I were there getting a card, hands down would be a 3080. Whether it's mining or gaming, I'd be looking for this 3080. If I didn't get that, say you don't want to camp out, if you don't want to camp out, you're just showing up just to get a ticket, I would be going for, if I was mining, my first pick is, if the 3080s are sold out, my first pick would be a 3070. That would be my first pick is mining. Now remember, from a mining standpoint, these are not LHR locked. So these are still, to my knowledge, unlocked GPUs, and you can mine Ethereum at full hash rates. Now your 3070 Ti and 3080 Ti, those are going to be locked. They're still going to have the hash rate limiter because all of them have it. But my first pick would be this 3070 here. Now my second pick for mining, I would just jump right to the 3090. Personally, that's what I would get. A lot of people would go a different way and get a 3060 Ti because you can still get about 60 megahash a second. Anywhere between 60 to 62 megahash a second at about 120-ish watts at $400. Now that is a very good hash rate and price to performance, but I would go for the 3090 just for density, in my opinion, because I would want that over 100 megahash a second, even though it's going to be pulling 280 to 300 watts at the wall. I would still want something a little more powerful than a 3060 Ti, even though the 3060 Ti and 3070 are on par. But from my understanding, the 3070 is much better on other algorithms than the 3060 Ti, and that's why I would go for this. Now, from a gaming standpoint, say the 3080 sold out because that's what everyone would want. My next pick would be a 3070 Ti. I would go for that over a 3070 because it has a GDDR6X memory in it, where the 3070 has GDDR6. Now, for $100 more, I think in the long run that faster speed memory is just going to be much better from your gaming experience from a long-term perspective. You can't go wrong with a 3070. Obviously, you're still going to get great performance for the price, but in a personal standpoint, I would definitely go for a 3070 Ti over a 3070. And chances you probably getting a 3070 Ti are a little bit better than a 3070 because the miners are going to be going after that 3070. I would steer clear to 3080 Ti. I mean, if it's the only thing that's left, then get it. If you're gaming, I'd probably get that over a 3090 because the performance isn't significantly better. You're not really going to benefit as much from the higher memory. Maybe in the long term when other games come out with ray tracing and they're pushing the memory a little higher in games, but I just don't think the price for the 3090 as far as gaming is worth it. I would still even steer clear of 3080 Ti just from gaming, but if it's all that's left and you have the choice between a 3080 Ti and a 3090, I would go with the 3080 Ti for gaming. I mean, most people game at 1440p and this thing will just crush it. If you're a 4K gamer, you may want to splurge. I mean, if you're gaming at 4K, you're probably spending the money anyway. You're going to be getting that 3090. But those are just my picks. So obviously 3080 King, followed by 3070 for mining. And then for gaming, my second pick would be the 3070 Ti for gaming. But let's look at this page once again. So we're at the store. Now, when will they start handing out tickets? 7:30 a.m. local time. Remember this local time. It's not set for a certain time zone. So East Coast is going to get their tickets before West Coast, if that makes any sense, because of the time zone difference. So here on the East Coast, 7:30 a.m. Eastern time is when all the stores on the East Coast will start handing out tickets. Now, once you get this ticket, you're pretty much guaranteed that card. But I wouldn't go around leaving and then coming back. But once you get the ticket, they'll start letting people into the store at 8 a.m. local time. So, like I said, East Coast is going to be let into the store before the West Coast will be, just because of the time zone difference. It's not all at the same time, if that makes sense to everyone. So at 8 a.m. local time, you'll be let into the store, and that's when you can actually purchase your GPU. Now, like I said, once you get that ticket, you're pretty much guaranteed that GPU. The store manager or store associate that hands it to you, it'll be a printout that says, what card it is, and there will actually be a number on it, because once they have the inventory numbers, which I believe they were dropped off today at the store so that they can inventory them, print out the voucher sheets and tickets, label them for as many as they have, and hand them out first thing in the morning. But now let's look at the spreadsheet that was leaked out. So this has the stores that are going to have it and the number of cards that they're supposed to have. Now look at these numbers here. 100 over. I don't see any store under 100 GPUs, which is huge. Actually, this is the lowest one in Wyoming. 103. That's the lowest one I see, with 103 cards estimated to be there for the drop tomorrow. Now, my local one that's closest to me, I say local, it's not really local, but the one that's closest to me is going to have 139 cards. Newark's probably the one I would go to. 139 cards. So I may look and see if there's some line updates going on tomorrow from Twitter or Reddit somewhere, and see if maybe my local one still has cards when I get done work, and maybe shoot over there and try and get one. Or maybe I'll just try and take a drive out there and try and get it anyway. See if I can pick myself up. Maybe I can, get a 3070 Ti, or even if there's a 3080 Ti, I can use that in my personal rig, because that will be good for rendering video, and take my 2080 Super out and use that for mining instead. But this list I will post in the description below. It's just a spreadsheet that somebody put together that was leaked out, but you can see it looks like, and you can see actually some stores have a good amount of 3080s, so your odds of getting one might be a little bit better. But I'm estimating, at least at the store I would go to, that when they open the door, there's probably going to be 60-70 people there. So you see 30, they're going to be gone. If you're not there by 4 a.m., they would be gone at that store. But some at 10 3080s. But let's see, I mean, the most ones probably 3070s maybe. It looks like they're spread out pretty evenly across the board as far as how many cards they're getting. It actually looks like 3080s may be the most it's some stores that they're getting a lot more 3080s than anything else. But I'll put this list in the description. You can check it out. Let me know in the comments below if you plan on going to Best Buy for this drop. If you do see this video afterwards, let me know in the comments that if you did end up buying any cards and which one you did get. Because some of these stores look like they're pushing almost 200 GPUs in the store. I mean, this is a pretty significant drop in my opinion. I think Best Buy does a better job at holding the cards to have bigger drops to give people a better opportunity to buy cards. And the in-store drop does help in a sense, but since they limit the stores, it does hurt some people that aren't close to them. But it looks like they have a big number of stores with 117 stores dropping them tomorrow, with almost 17,000 GPUs coming out. So hopefully people can get some cards. Let me know in the comments below if you're planning on going, if you can get something, or if you're not able to make it, even write in the comments below and let me know why you can't go. I know I'm probably not going to be at this drop. I can't make it in the morning, so like I said, I may try and go later in the day and hope that they have a few sitting on the shelves and I can pick one up. But thanks for checking this video out. Hopefully this helps somebody get a GPU. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also stay tuned. I have some merch and some shirts coming out. Stay tuned for that. But thanks for checking this video out. Stay tuned for more.